Everyone, this is Keshin with another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle, and today I'm here with my friend Philip. I've mentioned him before in the channel. He is the one who gave me the Swaggy Frog Toxicroak. Today we both brought some really good Pokemon. I mean, it didn't match up against the others team very well. I mean, I brought my Roserade, my Crawdont, my Tyranitar, Mawile, Mega, as usual, my Dragonite, and my Scyther. I mean, these were all Pokemon already in my battle box and everything, and it was very fun. I really liked this team together, because my Roserade sets up the toxic spikes and everything and can paralyze his first Pokemon out there that has a chance. My Crawdont is the Life Orb set. My Tyranitar is a setup walling. It's a setup attacker, so it's a bulky attacker more. With leftovers, Mega Mawile with Baton Pass after I get a few power-up punches off. If it's still alive, I can switch out. My Dragonite is the weakness policy, but it's a mixed attacker. And my Scyther, Eviolite with Aerial Ace and what's it called? U-Turn. He did bring his Aegislash, his Talonflame, his Garchomp, his Rotom Flame. I'm not sure what its proper name is, so I just call it Rotom Flame. His Amoonguss, and his Mega Manectric. Mega Manectric was his, I'd say the star Pokemon, because if it wasn't for him getting off the para with it later, he wouldn't have been able to do as much as he did. I mean, with my Tyranitar being very slow. So, let's jump into the battle. I am going to be playing different music for once. I'm not going to be using in-game music. I'm going to be using the Pokemon Trainer Red's theme. Alright, let's go. He did start off with his Mega Manectric. I mean, it was a really good play on his part. I mean, the Illusion Bolt is the nickname for it, but either way, it was like the best part he could have done. Worst part for me, because his is obviously a special attacker like almost all Mega Manectrics are. I do send in my Roserade like I always do. I go for the Toxic Spikes as he goes for the Flamethrower. I was hoping I'd be a little bit faster, but he was faster than me. I do get the Toxic Spikes off right here, but then I do a retreat right over here, just because I want to save it for later. It might be able to help. I was expecting him to go for another Flamethrower, as he did. My Tyranitar comes out right here, and like I suspected, he was going for the Flamethrower, and I ate it up. No, it didn't do too much. I mean, and then plus he took Sandstorm, and I gained leftovers, so it actually wasn't too much in the end. I mean, because of leftovers, it seemed like it only took 3 away. He did bring out his pizza toppings as I went for the Protect, which there was no point. I mean, I didn't even expect him to switch. I probably expected him to go for an electric type attack. His pizza toppings did take some damage from Sandstorm as I regained all my health back from leftovers. I retreat right here, and I go back into my Roserade. That's right, because he does run Toxic, and I knew me being a Poison type with Roserade, it wouldn't have done anything. And we both get buffed. I mean, I get brought down closer to my Sash. I go for the Giga Drain, not expecting it to do much at all, but just expecting to live a little bit longer to survive more sandstorms, the rest of the sandstorm. Which he did go to his Sword Keisha, the Aegislash, and I do get up a little, I guess. And so then I retreat right here. I mean, knowing I'm not going to survive a Shadow Sneak. And I go into the Tyranitar, like I said, predicting the Shadow Sneak, and I was right. And because I resisted, I knew it wasn't going to do too much to my Tyranitar. And this battle just gets more and more crazier as it goes. I mean, we're making all the right calls. None of our Pokemon have really died yet. I mean, my Roserade's about to, but still. He does go for the stance change as I make the right call here, expecting him to do so, expecting me to go for crunch, which would be a super effective type, but I just went for my stealth rocks. I mean, it'd be nice to get rocks up. I mean, it is kind of early, mid-game for like everything that's been going on, you know. And I do retreat again, expecting him to go for the Sacred Sword. I go into my Dragonite, which I got this actually at my card shop with egg moves when it was a Dratini. But then I switched a lot of the moves because I wanted it to be a special, well, mixed more. He does know I'm going to go for the Flamethrower at this point. I mean, he knows about my Dragonite being mixed. We've battled before. And so I do go for the Flamethrower. He does get the Intimidate off, but like I said, because I'm a mixed attacker, I was always able to just go for my Fire and Electric type move instead, which would be the T-Bolt. But I do switch out right here. I mean, I already got him burned and everything. I go into my Rosary just for Death Fodder to get a safe switching. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I go into my, what's it called? My Tyranitar at this point. Yeah, I go into my Tyranitar right here, and I, just to stall off the burn, I know he is going to get an extra damage taken off. I do just go for the Protect right here, which I did protect myself from the discharge, like it showed. Using the Burn and Sandstorm to get hit. I do go for the Crunch right here. I think I went for the Crunch. I'm not sure if I went for the Crunch or Stone Edge. I went for the Stone Edge, alright. I kind of blanked out at that moment. But this was the pair of hacks I'm talking about right now. This is what changed the game entirely. If it wasn't for that pair of hacks, it would have been anyone's game. I mean, it was still anyone's game throughout this entire part. I mean, 1-1, and we're only 13 turns in. He goes for the Sword Dance as I go for the Protect. I was expecting him to go for the Sacred Sword just right off the bat. I mean, as I try to get my leftovers back up. And I do switch out into my Dragonite right here. I mean, expecting him to go for the Sacred Sword or Shadow Sneak, but either one I didn't really expect to live. Unless, I mean, because it was a +2. He did go for the Sacred Sword, which I did survive. It did take a little over half, and then the Sandstorm didn't help it at all. Sorry, that was a yawn. He did go for the Shadow Sneak, and which was just going to finish me off. I think I go for the Mega Mawile here. No, my Mawile. I got the Intimidate off. Seeing how Mega Mawile is banned now, I think I'm not going to use Mega Mawile, but I'll still just use Mawile alone. I mean, with the moveset it has, it's still pretty decent. I mean, Power Up Punch, Fire Fang, Sucker Punch, and Baton Pass. I do go for the Sucker Punch right here, expecting him just to go in and try and kill me with the Sacred Sword, which I think will kill. I'm not entirely sure. He does withdraw right here, and I believe I go for the Fire Fang right here. I'm almost positive. Yeah, alright, making sure. Go for the Fire Fang. He obviously doesn't get the burn. I go for the Sucker Punch as he goes for the Will-O-Wisp. I don't know why. I always expect just Rotom to go straight for it. Him to go straight for it with the Rotom, which no one ever does. I mean, why would you? I mean, if you could just get a safe Will-O-Wisp off. It's like a given just to Will-O-Wisp off of it. And then I bring in my Tyranitar right here because, I mean, with me being burned and that being fire, he's obviously going to go for the Overheat. And my attack isn't going to be doing too much at all. Even if it is super effective, I think. It won't kill. Probably not at that range. And so he does get buffed by the Sandstorm, and as I do gain more HP from my leftovers. And I go for the Crunch. I believe I go for the Crunch right here. Yeah. Alright. This is where I went for the crunch, because with the mix of the stealth rocks and the crunch, it was going to kill this death form, which has gale wings instead of flame body, which everyone runs. I mean, I kind of want a flame body Talonflame, probably like choice bandit or choice scarf, just so people would think, oh hey, you know, it's gale wings, free to attack. They hit it with a contact move and then they're dead. Well, they're burned more. I withdraw right here because of the Kasame. I do go into the Scyther expecting the Earthquake. I mean, he does use Earthquake a lot with this one. I mean, it's more of a given. I mean, he withdraws the Kasame, and I believe I go for the Aerial Ace right here. Do I go for the Aerial Ace, or did I go for the U-turn? I think I went for the U-turn. Yeah. Alright, I went for the U-turn, like I kept saying. Aerial Ace, U-turn, Aerial Ace, U-turn. And I think I would go... Do I go back to the Tyranitar? Oh no, I go with the Crawdon. That's right. Alright. And he does get buffed by the Sandstorm, just as I did. And I believe I just go for... Oh, I went for the knockoff. That's right. I was hoping he would switch. And I'd just get a safe knockoff. Take off any item that from what was coming over. Did get rid of that Chesto Berry, which means he was holding the rest on there, but he didn't bring it out. I believe right here I do go for the Aqua Jet. Yep. And just to get that good amount of damage off. I mean, it did bring him down to half, and I believe he goes for the Earth. He goes for the Outrage. That's right. This, I believe, yeah, it killed my Crawdon. But alright, I kind of forgot right here Mawile was Fairy, and I went into my Mawile forgetting that, and I went for the Sucker Punch. And the fact that it didn't kill, I was like, oh wow, I'm gonna die right here to an Outrage. And then it didn't affect me. I was like, oh my god, I am Fairy. Thank you. And he does just end up withdrawing. The music did end, so I'm probably just gonna replay it again. And I think I do go for the Fire Fang. Oh no, I go for the Power Up Punch. Alright, it would make sense. Yep. And then I take burn damage and Rocky Helmet. I forgot that he is running Rocky Helmet on there. I do go for another Power Up Punch. And as I take another Rocky Helmet and burn. As he goes for the Giga Drain. And I don't think I'm not sure if I risked it right here or not, or if I was just going to use it as fodder. No, that's right. I just went for the Baton Pass right here as he withdraws into his Sword Keisha. And that's right, I went for Baton Pass. I Baton Pass into my Scyther. I think right here, I'm not sure what he was expecting. I mean, I was +2. He went to the King Shield. And I went expecting that. I went for the Focus Energy. Because just to get a crit off. Just to get a crit. And I go for the U-turn. Which probably wasn't the best play. I mean, I could have gone for an Aerial Ace, which was also stab. Probably would have done more base. I mean, with its base and everything. Then I do go to the Mawile. He does kill it off right here, I believe. That's right. He goes for the Sacred Sword. I don't know why he'd go for the Sacred Sword, though. Oh, wait, no. That's right. Different turn. Different turn. I only had 3. He does... I do bring in my Tyranitar, which was completely pointless, because I do believe... Oh, no. I protected right here. That's right. Alright. As he goes for another Sacred Sword. And I do believe I retreat after I get my leftovers up and get back to full HP. That's right, I retreated, I went to my Scyther. And I believe I just go for an Aerial Ace at this point. As he goes for the Sacred Sword, I mean, it didn't do too much, and after the buff and everything, I mean, I was still gonna live. I mean, I'm Eviolite. He goes for the Shadow Sneak, and I do not die just yet. I do go for the Aerial Ace at this point. He did get that. He did manage to get. No. Okay, I'm just making all the wrong shots. I go for, I guess, a focus energy. And he goes for another shadow sneak. Weird. I'm missing all the wrong place on the end. And I was expecting to live it because it was a crit. And I go for the aerial ace. And I do land. Obviously, it's a 100% accuracy move, guaranteed to hit. And it does take him out right there. I mean, with the sandstorm, I do live on 4. I mean, he does go for the pizza topping, and I just go for another aerial ace. I mean, I'm gonna be hitting crits probably right now. So it was super effective and a crit. I mean, focus energy was lasting, and my Scyther does go down right here, which was so depressing. I mean, Scyther is love. Scyther is life. But the sandstorm does end as I bring out my Tyranitar just to bring it back up. Because that was my last Pokemon. His last Pokemon. And this is what it came down to. I do believe I just go for... Actually, no, I think I went for a Stone Edge right here. I believe I went for a Stone Edge as he went for the Earthquake. And this is where I got parried. Yep. He got the Parahax. Just, even though I knew I wasn't going to live, I go for a Protect right here, and he goes, I get the Parahax again against me, and he goes for an Earthquake, and the Parahax was what won him the game, most likely. I mean, there could have been the chance that I just missed my Stone Edge and everything, but still, I mean, with everything going the way it was an intense battle all the way around. I mean, it was very fun. I mean, check him out. I mean, I'll leave his friend code down below. I mean, also with mine, if you ever want to battle, just let me know, and I'll showcase it up on here. If you send me the code for your side, I'll even showcase how it was versus on your side. Alright, if you like this video, like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think about it, and if you want to battle me. Alright, signing out.